Hey, we're live. Hey, welcome to Trash Souls Podcast. I'm here with NSPSTV Paranormal Podcast Show. That's a lot of letters there. Terry from Texas. How you doing, Terry?
Hey, man, what is going on, dude? Hey, appreciate you having me on the show, man. I've been waiting for this for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we talk back and forth on the phone sometimes ever since, I was on your podcast, 8 months ago, 9 months ago? It's been a minute.
It's been around that time, man. Great show, man. I appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day to actually sit down with us.
Hey, not a problem. So, big news. Dante Moore coming back. Let's get that out of the way.
There you go, baby. Hey, if we're not the clear front runners for the national championship next year, then something's wrong.
You're not even close.
Oh my God, dude. Whatever you see, you got that haterade, man. Whatever you're drinking in that cup, put it down.
Can't show you what I'm drinking. It's coffee. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Anything off the shelf.
My shelf's over there. It's hidden. So no, front runners. I don't know. It's hard. It has to be Oregon, Ohio State next year.
Negative, because I think Ohio State got exposed by Indiana.
Oh, they did.
Unless Ohio State shore up that offensive line, then I don't see them. And I think they're going to lose their number one receiver to the draft. I'm not sure if he declared or not.
He can't. He's too young.
How old is he? A sophomore?
Yeah, he's a true sophomore.
Okay, well, he got one more year, so yeah. They might. They might.
Hey, man, we got Marvin Harrison Jr. coming too. He's a beast.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. Because I know next year we do go to Ohio State and play them.
Ooh, well, I'm gonna have to go with that game then.
If you can get me some tickets, I would travel up there with you.
I don't know if I can afford those tickets, though. We'll see.
All
Podcast stuff costs too much money, so no. So how's Texas going?
Man, it's freaking cold down here, bro.
You ain't cold. Come on.
Shit, it's 50 degrees here. I'm fucking freezing.
I'm looking it up right now. It feels like 20. Feels like 22 right now. It's pretty warm out there for us.
Oh well, yeah. It's 50 here, man.
We just got 8 inches of snow yesterday, so.
Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, that's why I keep my bar. That's why I keep my bar stocked up, man. You know, you gotta have some heat, some warmth.
Hey, what's up? Evidently, Paranormal's on right now.
What's up? How you doing? Hey, man, cool guy. I had him on last week, man. You definitely got to get this guy on the show. He is funny. He keeps it 100, and I respect that. So, hey, you definitely got to reach out to him.
I definitely will. I always love having people on. So, I mean, your podcast, you've been doing some, overseas stuff too. Have you?
Yeah. One thing about me, dude, I like to reach out to people with very different perspectives when it comes to the paranormal community. There's a lot going on in the UK. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in South Africa. I've actually had a team on the show from South Africa.
Oh, wow.
Those guys are really cool, man. The UK is probably one of the most oldest countries on the planet. So what they're doing over there, man, we can actually learn something, from those guys. But definitely, the UK got it going on.
So what's the one thing you find different in paranormal investigators from the UK and the United States?
And I'm going to be honest with you, dude. And the difference between the paranormal teams in the States and the paranormal teams in the UK is I think that the paranormal teams in the UK has more patience than what we have here. What I mean by patience is they take their time to evaluate every aspect of every situation. I believe that some of the teams here just jump into things head first and not knowing what they're getting themselves into. But also, but I'm not going to put it on all the teams, but there are teams out there that are patient. But I just think the teams in the UK are a little bit more patient than what we got going on here. And I'm not trying to criticize or scrutinize anybody, but that's just what I see, from my perspective.
Yeah, I mean, from what I see, I mean, this again, there's 100,000 paranormal teams in the United States. I'm going to assume. I mean, everybody has a paranormal team now, and so this isn't for everybody. But the UK investigator, they're just positive people.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just happy, positive people. I've had 4 groups on, dude, unbelievable. Like I loved them. Talk to them
They're
all.
awesome, dude. I mean, you can't understand what they're saying half the time, but but dude, they're laid back. They understand, and they don't try to twist everything. It is what it is, and the way they feel like it is. If you don't like what the evidence I'm putting out, then to hell with you.
But that's the way it should be, though. I mean,
yeah, that's you're totally right. That's the way it should be.
I mean, how many times have you gotten something like, "Hey, man, listen to this, it's cool," and they're like, "But you had the experience. They didn't." So honestly, you asked, I'm going to show you. You don't agree with me, move on.
Kiss my hairy butt and move on. That's it.
Yeah, I had a team on, I think a couple of weeks ago from Australia. And I'm like, what's going on in Australia? Like, you don't really hear too much paranormal about over there, but there's a huge history.
I think Australia is probably one of those places where it's embedded in history, man. It's not too much talked about here, but over there, there's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the natives there, the tribes there. Dude, they've seen and heard things. If you hook up with the natives over there, I'm pretty to tell you, they would tell you some unbelievable stories.
And that's if they want to talk. It's like Caribbean here. They don't want to talk about it. There's some. No. I mean, they know about it. They don't want to talk about it.
Yes, so. And you wouldn't believe how many people I've reached out to from Cuba, from Jamaica, Haiti, all these small little countries that are embedded with dark history, dark religion, because Christianity is not really a big thing in the Caribbean. Right. It's more of a voodoo type thing, dark magic, things like that, and you're right. People just don't want to talk.
No. So we got Evidently on. We got Bird Messina on. He's one of my team members. Kimmy's on, and Donna. What's up, Donna? She's a staple in my chat room, as you call it.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, anybody have any questions for Terry or myself? This is an open podcast. This is podcast to podcast. This isn't your normal show here. So we're just going to go at it. We're going to talk about some stuff people probably won't agree with, but that's what podcast is about.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the great thing about having a podcast, because people might not always, and I tell people on my show, you might not agree, but if you don't agree, tell me why. I want to know why. I want to know your valid points.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some stuff we talk about tonight people might not agree with. Just throw it in chat.
Throw it in chat. My biggest thing is, and Ryan, you probably heard me say this to some of the members, some of the people that's been on my show. I have this big thing. I have this big problem with what is it called? Residual energy, paranormal, things that are residual, things that go over and over and over again. And my biggest thing is, and the biggest problem that I have is, a lot of people think it's just energy that's been looped and looped and looped. and I've always tell people, well, tell me why you think that is the case. Why do you think spirits are stuck in a time loop where they just do the same thing, say the same thing, and you hear it over and over and over again? Tell me why you think this is the case. Why do you think this happens? And so far, nobody has come to me with a valid fact and tell me why.
Because we'll never know. That's what I would say. We'll never know. So this is Alma Paranormal, a group out of PA that I investigate with. Actually, Tara and I were talking about this right before we started the show here. How do you figure out what topics you plan to ask your guests about? We don't. We go with the flow. Alma will be on my show next month, I believe.
Yeah, I think they'd be on my show in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So, I mean,
in January. Yeah. The last week in January, I believe so.
So, yeah, I mean, we don't write anything down. I mean, I showed Terry my notebook. It's blank. That's how I go about it. I just want people to ask questions and go with the flow. And Alma, I got a lot of questions for you.
And that's what it's all about, man. Hey, I'm feeding off you. Like I was telling Ryan before the show started, I'm feeding off of your energy. If you give me good vibes, I'm going to give you good vibes. But if you give me negative vibes, I'm still going to continue giving you good vibes. And I'm going to feed off your answers. And that's what a podcast is all about. That's the way Stephen A. Smith, that's what all these big podcasters do. They feed off of you. But the minute you slip up, that's when they got you. And they're going to throw 1,000,001 questions at you. And I'm like, oh, hell, here we go. But other than that, dude, I enjoy it. I thought about giving it up for a while, because people don't understand, Ryan, that it's so much on a podcaster's plate. There's so much that is going on behind the scenes. A lot of people just think, hey, a podcaster, you invite somebody and you do this. They don't see what leads up to it.
Yeah, definitely. I found that out.
You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the advertising. Most of my advertising that I do for a podcast is after I get off of work, and I get home at 2 a.m. So between the time of 2 a.m. and 4, I am trying to get the advertising together. Not only that, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, so things might not be right. You might misspell a letter, you might, oh no, this should be that should be this. Okay, fine, we'll go back and do it again. No problem.
I did that with yours. I put the 20th down. And I triple checked that stuff, and when I was about to post it, I'm like, wait, this is wrong here. So
yeah, so everything is not perfect, but it takes time, effort. And the craziest thing is you gotta have the effort. If you don't want to have a successful podcast, then just don't put no effort into it. Just don't put no time into it, and just do what you do. But you got to have the time and the effort to make sure things are right.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time when my group was not disbanding, but we're doing less and less. The group wasn't reaching out. Bird, I'm not talking about you. That, and I was doing the podcast, like I got to give something up. Like it's just too much. Especially like investigating, like being, me and Bird tries to go when he can, but it was just kind of like, man, I'm not getting out there as much as I want to. But then I, had Verona Ghost Chasers on the show. They invited me out. I went out with them, met Alma Paranormal, Southern Ohio Paranormal Society. I started meeting all these other groups, and it's been unbelievable. Like, just not investigators. Alma can probably say it. I probably text her too much, ask her questions, like, what do you think about this shirt? What do you think? I'm trying to create shirts for the Paracon coming up. But all right, let's get into birds. Building and emotional stuff keeps a memory in the environment.
Now, I can agree with that, and I can disagree with that. You know, emotional. I
That's
mean,
tough.
yeah.
I think your emotions play a big part of it when you walk in a building.
Oh, definitely. I think spirits can feed off your emotions. If you're a happy-go-lucky guy, you're gonna get the type of vibe that you putting out. But if you coming in with uh, disparity, drama, and your mind is not set on the situation, then that's where you got a problem is because now you bringing negativity into a positive situation. And when those two hit, it depends on who's more powerful, the negativity or the positive. Most of the time, a lot of spirits can feed off that negativity, and that can it can cause a situation.
That you don't want. Definitely don't want. I always say go into an investigation being positive.
And Michael here, that's how I feel about residual haunts. That is a topic that I would like to get into, but a lot of people would disagree with me on residual haunts because I think, like a few minutes ago, residual haunt is something that occurs over and over and over again. Correct?
Yeah.
And it plays to, and it plays into that. No matter if you're a house at a cemetery, residual haunts just have a tendency to be like a tape recorder. You hit that rewind, it'll go. But have anybody ever thought why? Why are there residual haunts?
I think it's just energy left over. I don't think it's a spirit themselves.
Interesting. Or do you think, and this is just me, and I'm going to bring it up, is it possible? What is the one thing that irritates a parent the most? If anybody can answer that question, if you got kids, what is the one thing that irritates you the most about your kids?
Everything.
When they ask you the same question over and over and over again to get your attention. Oh, mommy, can I have that? Mommy, can I have that? Mommy, this, that, over and over and over and over again. Finally, if you heard, if you hear them, then you're going to get that reaction. Is that possible that it's the same way in the paranormal that people are gone, do that residual haunts? Is that possible that they're saying something and nobody's hearing them? So naturally, they're going to do it over and over and over again until they're heard.
Yeah. Along with that, though, is it possible that people keep asking over and over and over? If someone keeps asking you over and over and you're not answering, they keep asking, you're going to have some words with them, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably where you get your angry spirit from. Like, listen, like, MFer, like, dude, I ain't talking to you, okay? Like, evidently, I'm not from the UK. I don't wish I was. I mean, I like where I live now, but I plan on being there in June. That's my goal. So I'm going over there, hopefully do some investigations with a couple groups. That's all I got there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Residual is weird.
Residual is very weird. And I just think residual is a situation where like I'm saying, somebody wants to be heard. Can you imagine, Ryan, if you trying to tell somebody something that 1,000 years, you want to be heard for 1,000 years, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get agitated because nobody's paying any attention to you. All you want to do is be heard, and nobody's paying attention to you. And my theory on residual energy is that particular reason. I might be wrong. There's people out there that say, well, no, Terry, that's impossible. But if you can come with me with the facts and telling me why that's impossible, then I would say, okay, I see your point.
That's one thing about the paranormal, though. Like, we will never know probably any of the answers. We won't know why there's residual.
Yeah.
We don't know why they're stuck here or trapped here or just want to be here. We don't know. I mean, we're gonna know sooner or later, eventually. I mean,
Eventually.
yeah, that's life. We live, we die. So
yeah. And I think that the cycle of life, I don't think anybody should be afraid of.
no.
You know, because when the minute we come out the womb, we're dying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just the way life is. The minute we are born, we're dying.
There's one saying I always do: if you're scared of dying, you're not living.
Yeah. And you know what? I live my life every day with me knowing the possibility this day could be my last.
Yeah.
And I live it to the fullest. I live it to the fullest. I enjoy it. I laugh. I smile. Dude, do you know there's people out here who don't fucking laugh or smile anymore?
Yeah.
I don't understand it, dude. Smile.
I mean, I barely smile, but that's just me, though.
Yeah,
I smile on the inside, though, Terry. That's all that matters.
You know what? I love smiling, dude. Smiling is one of those things that will brighten your day. If I don't wake up in the morning and smile and say thank you, then I think I'm gonna have a crappy day. But I rarely ever do that. I've been so blessed, you know, with the things that I have, and it might not be much for those who are high rollers, but you know what I have, I'm happy with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love my followers. I show them love every time I'm out. You know, I show them everything. I mean, hey, I always say thank you to my followers. You know, hell, I run 3 different Facebook pages, 4 different Instagram pages. I mean, and I'm not even talking about Rumble, Kick, Twitch, all those pages, all those social media outlets that I'm on, dude. I'm constantly showing my love and appreciation to everybody.
Yeah.
And, you know, and just seeing somebody just moping around, just, you know what, think they're having a bad day, brother, it could be worse.
Always could be worse. Can I have a day?
Worse. You know what I'm saying?
Evidently, we're not going to bring up orbs, dude. I can't talk about orbs on podcasts anymore.
You know, orbs. Yeah, and you know what? I'll be honest with you, dude. In my investigations, I don't see too many orbs. Because everywhere I go, every investigation I've been, I have to throw every little thing out the window because the air is basically contaminated.
That's the biggest issue with orbs, though, is I guess we are talking about for a second, but there's too much other stuff it could be. Not saying there's no such thing as real orbs. It's just that 99.9%, I believe, could be something else. So that's why, I mean, Jason Hawes always did it. You know, they bring him an orb, get that thing off there. Like, we're not showing that because it could be too much. It could be something else.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some things that are orbs, and I don't know exactly if they're an orb or not, dude. I've seen a ball of light bounce across the street from left to right and just bounce into the trees and just disappear. Can I call that an orb, or can I call that an abundance of lightning bugs that are attached together that can't break themselves apart and they just going on their way?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, light anomalies are cool. You know, I've had a couple. But enough of the orb talk. We're done with that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about social media. So this is going to get some people mad, some people not so mad. Actually, I'm doing a little writing right now about it, but we'll talk about it a little bit. So how do you think you got your followers?
How I got my followers was hard work. Hard work.
Content,
Because
right?
I'm not the type of guy that likes to just go out and get a bunch of followers. If you follow me, you follow me. The way people follow me is the hard work that you put into it. If people like your hard work, people see that you're dedicated and they want to support you, then they will. If not, and then they're going to see something on your Facebook page that's factual.
Yeah.
There's no way. As much as AI is today, and I use AI only for advertising.
Yeah, same here.
I don't use it for clout. I don't use it for any of that other BS that the kids are doing today. No. I use it for advertising and advertising only. But hard work pays off. And I can also say between the 3 Facebook pages and the 5 Instagram pages, I probably have over 15, 20,000 followers combined. And I'm not saying that I reach out to every last one of them because that's impossible. But the ones that do, hang out, watch me on YouTube and watch my podcast. Hey, I show my love. I show my appreciation every single time that I'm on a show. You know what I'm saying? And I would never tell a guest or anybody in the comments, no. If you want to come on the show and share your experience, you're more than welcome. That's just, I don't care how much evidence I don't care how much experience you got as a paranormal investigator. If you have something that you want to share with the world, I'm here for you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here for you. I reached out to a team in India. And you know what they told me? They told me that I am not well known enough for them to come on my show. And I'm like, really? Because I always thought it's not about, all the clout. It's about you. It's not about me. So why are you judging me on how many followers I have in order for you to even come on my show? I'm reaching out to you so you can share your information.
Yeah, especially country to country. Like, no one probably over here really knows who they are.
Nah.
So why don't they come on and show what they do, who they are?
Yeah. Like those guys out of South Africa, man, they're some of the coolest guys I've ever seen. Some of the coolest guys I've ever seen. They did not care. Like, dude, we would love to come on your show. And South Africa is so far away from here. But they took the time and they were down to earth. They didn't care how many followers I had. They just want to share their stories and educate people.
Yeah, I'm sure you're the same way when you ask someone to be on the podcast. It's not about how many followers they have. I've had people with, 60 followers.
Mm-hmm.
They come out, and everybody knows I do this. When I look to invite someone on the show, I go on their Facebook page, I go on their social media, YouTube, and if they put out videos of investigating, I invite them on the show. If they just ask for followers, 9 out of 10 memes, I don't even bother with them.
Mm-hmm. And dude, and trust me, Ryan, I have no problem with people, they're close to a certain number and they ask whoever it is, hey man, you guys come on here and hit this like button. Let's get these guys to 10,000 followers.
Man, I don't have a problem with it, but why?
Exactly.
But why is it important to have 1,000 followers? Why is it important to have 2,000 followers? You know, you're like 5 away. You already have 1995 followers. Why isn't that important to get 5 more followers?
Yeah. You know
I mean,
what?
in my opinion, you need 100. All right. 100 is so you can go live.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the live videos that people do because I get to see places that I'll never be able to see, or maybe I want to go to.
Right. And you know what? And I always tell people, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah. It's all about content, content, content. You know, put out content, be consistent, and
And
people will follow you.
people have to know that you're sincere. People have to know that you are willing to go far and beyond the norm to get your stuff out. You know, and people can take that either kind of way.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm a type of guy that I've never edited any of my paranormal investigations. And people don't understand is I use StreamYard as a part of my investigations. I'm
Okay.
able to stream live my investigations on the same platforms that I use for my podcast. So the whole world is seeing it.
I've never even thought about that.
The whole world is seeing it. What's the difference between an investigation that you have in on StreamYard compared to a podcast that you're having on StreamYard?
Nothing.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everything is raw, it's unedited. And the craziest thing is you are reaching out to all these people that you normally would see on a podcast show. Now they're actually seeing you at work when you investigate it. And if you're on StreamYard, and if you guys are on that $88 menu, dude, you're podcasting to 8 different platforms. What's up, Keith Evans? How you doing, brother? You are streaming live to 8. You're investigating to 8 different platforms. Can't beat that.
Yeah.
And once you're done, you go back, and everybody that sees something, leave it in the comments. Leave the mark at the 723 mark. Leave that mark, and I'll go back and check it out. So every time somebody sees something and they hit that space 725, 825, check that out, and I'll go back and check it out. And then at that point, I'll decide if that's something factual or that's something fictional, you know, and I'll just go from there, you know. And then what's really crazy is I can take StreamYard and edit my reels. AI would edit all the reels that people think that they saw something, and then I'll go back and edit it. Then I'll leave it for you to decide on what you think this is. It cuts my work literally in half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Alma, yeah. Maybe we'll have to try that at Mansfield. She said we should. It's an interesting idea to use StreamYard. I'll try it. I already pay for it, so
You
might as well
can
use it. So
You
no,
can
that's
use
cool.
it.
It's a good idea.
The only thing I say is make sure you got your camera, you got your GoPro in a certain way, and either you guys like it up front or you like it sideways, and just go, man. Capture as much evidence you can with that, and let your audience decide once it's over with. Can't beat it. You can use your intro. You can actually set up a paranormal intro for your investigations and go from there. A lot of people don't use that, but I use StreamYard for a lot.
I mean, you're paying for it. It's monthly. It's not how much you use it. It's per month. So I mean,
Yeah,
might as well.
you might as well.
What else we got going on? And how many's in? No, I mean, I'm talking about getting out there, doing content, and everybody here knows paranormal is expensive. It could get really expensive. The pay-to-play places. Then you're gonna throw podcasts in, equipment, swag, whatever you want to call it. unless you want to wear that duck shirt that Terry's wearing over there. But no,
All about the O, baby.
I like Oregon. So no, I mean, but what's the one place you take your new members to? The cemetery, right?
Yes, I always take my members, the newest members, and just because I can see their reactions on how they are put in certain situations.
And how much does
Uh,
that cost you?
Free.
Exactly. So there are places out there,
Mhm.
if you want content,
Yeah.
that you can go do it. I am
Yeah.
a big believer, if you ask enough questions, spirits will come. So you can go anywhere.
And I also believe in uh if you are, and this is just me, everybody's different. If you are in a particular location, I think you would get more um, evidence. You get more people that will want to interact with you. Uh, and I'm not trying to use anybody for guinea pigs for all me. And I've been doing this for years. But like I've always tell people, my team is diverse. We're very diverse. But I also want to see how certain spirits interact with other nationalities. I also want to see spirits how they react with certain devices. Because I am in the South or Southwest, and there are a lot of locations that are how can I say it, that are not
Nice.
diverse.
Yeah.
There are cemeteries where there's not any Caucasians in there. It's mostly African American. So I want to see how the African American spirits react towards one of my members that are Caucasian. I want them to feel that. I want them to sense that. And I want them to be able to feel what these guys are feeling, and if there anything that that is said, I want to be able to catch that on a KT a voice recorder. There's a lot that I do, and I push my team through, just to see if they're able to understand certain feelings about certain situations, or when it's time to say, "Oh shit, it's time to get out of here because I'm not feeling right." But I want them to feel every aspect of every situation in every location that we go to.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, I mean, you talk about diversity up here. Like we talk a lot about, there's a lot of just teams that are women, and there's a lot of teams that I don't think there's a few that are just men, but usually because the places I think we talked about it when I was on your show 9 months ago. The places we investigate are looked down at women back in that time.
Mhm.
Now, do you see the difference being in the South, being African American? Do you think you get other stuff?
Oh, of course. Yeah, totally. It's, how can I say this? Yeah, dude, we've actually came across situations like that in nursing homes or retirement homes that are post World War II, where women that are part of our organization go into a location and they just not feel welcome, and then I tell them, I'm like, dude, if you feel anything, if you feel anything negative, just get out of there, and I felt the same way when I go into, and this is really crazy because when you go into a state cemetery, and I feel like I'm a black man, and there aren't too many black soldiers or state officials down here, and I go into this state cemetery. I feel the same way that the white people feel when they're in a black cemetery. I feel the same way. I'm like, oh shit, let me get the hell out of here because I don't feel comfortable in
Yeah.
here, and I'm getting uh I'm getting these feelings where I'm just not feeling welcome. So I try to look at both sides of it, and I try to let my team experience both sides of it because in these places you really don't know what you're going to come across.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep everything open, to the possibility of those one word that everybody should have in their vocabulary. What if? Those two words right there. What if? You always got to keep that in your vocabulary because
Yeah.
you never know.
You said one thing there when you feel there's a difference between pushing yourself and just feeling, I got to get out of here. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
No, no,
too many
no.
people try to push themselves, and that's when bad stuff happens. Like if you feel that uncomfortable, getting that emotionally drained, just get out of there.
Just
You're not gonna disappoint anybody.
no. You're not. You live to fight another day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The way a location treats you one day might not be the way that a location treats you if you decide to go back in a week.
Yeah.
Everything is, and to me, everything is emotionally based. Everything is charged to be a certain way. And some of these locations that I've been to, and I can honestly say it's been some bad locations. And but every time I go back, I've always get a different result. People always feel different because most of the women that's on the team, like, oh man, I didn't feel welcome here last time we were here, but now I feel like they're embracing me. Well, I figure maybe they give you the opportunity for them to get to know you a little bit better,
Yeah.
and they will open up a little bit more. But yeah, it's crazy, but man, it's a tough job.
It is. And like you said, I think a diverse team is huge. You need it. I mean, if we're out there trying to find answers, stories,
Mhm.
that's the one thing. So I'm going to ask you, because you're on my show this time, um, why do you do paranormal investigating?
I do it, and people have their different reasons to want to investigate, and I think my reason uh, is to prepare me for when it's my time to go. I want to have all the knowledge possible. So when it's time for me when it's time for my kids to put me in the grave, I want to have all the knowledge that's available. Now, I don't know if you take that knowledge with you or not. I don't know, but I felt like I want to be prepared for the possibility of when that time comes for me. I don't want to be scared, like, oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna do this. That's gonna happen. I don't know. That word, I don't know. I don't want to use that word in my vocabulary. I don't know because I want to know what's gonna happen. And like I always say, you really don't know, but preparing yourself somewhat mentally
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of people's answers are different. I mean, everybody says they want to know about the afterlife or they want to help people, you know, help the spirits move on, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Who knows? Maybe they're here for a reason and they're supposed to be here. So, I mean, I don't, not a huge, like, I'm not trying to find reasons of the afterlife. I'm not trying to figure out the afterlife. I'll know that sooner or later.
And
We talked about that before.
yeah. Have you ever wondered, if anybody in the group, in the chat, ever wondered, or in the comments, ever wondered why you are paranormal investigator and you've never reached nobody? You've been to all these locations, but nobody has actually communicate with you from 100, maybe 200 years ago. Have you guys ever wondered why that is not, why that never happens? There's always certain time periods where you can communicate with a spirit. And those time periods, I think, are between the time that they die, it might be immediately, and maybe up to like 30 to 40 years. But anything past 40 years, you're really not going to communicate with anybody, from those years on up. Have you ever wondered why?
Yeah, we talked about that on one of the last podcasts I did. Like, is the energy just like fading away?
Well,
Or is
you
it
see
maybe
the
I think like if you go back to pre-Christian, maybe it wasn't in their beliefs. That's why we can't communicate with that.
does energy ever fade?
I mean, who knows? I mean, batteries fade, their energy, right?
Yeah, but if you stick your tongue, let's say you got a AAA battery. No, one of those. Is that a double A battery? The little square ones.
Oh, 9
And
volt.
yeah, 9 volt. You stick your tongue in there, and you always get that little tingly feeling. No matter if the battery is dead or not. I did it last night, and sure enough, I plugged it in there. The battery was dead. But if you take it out, you still get that little bit of piece of you feel something there. And I just think that's the way spirits are. They have enough energy where they're able to do just enough. You know what I'm saying? And
Maybe not enough to communicate though.
yeah, I mean, just enough to do what they do, but not
Yeah.
enough to communicate.
Yeah. So again,
I might be wrong on that. I don't know.
never know. I mean, I've never I mean, everybody's stuck a 9 volt battery to their tongue. I mean, that's the way life is, but I never sat there and did it for 2 hours to see if the energy goes down. I mean, if you want to try it, Terry, let me know how it is.
I mean, yeah, I've done it 9 volt last night, and I'm like, okay, it's dead, but I've still got that little bit. I can feel that little bit of energy left in there, just enough to where you think there's some energy left. But yeah, interesting.
You do get, I should say. No, I mean it's so we'll jump a little bit here. What's
Yeah.
the plans this year?
2026. Now, I've got some big podcasts that are coming up. I've got a podcast on January 25th called Diverse Dimensions, where reached out to some of well-known African American paranormal investigators that are out there, and we're gonna sit down and discuss things on that aspect. And in March, I have a podcast called NPSTV Paranormal Podcast Showdown.
Oh,
It's going to be an interesting one. I'm reaching out to a group of podcasters that are willing to come on the show and to discuss certain topics, whether it's controversial, whether it's factual, whether it's whatever the case may be. But one thing I do know about podcasting is we've always seemed to have a tendency on having different theories, different philosophies, and different ways of thinking on their show. So what you might think is factual, I might not think is factual. So I want to be able to bring a group of guys together and women and, try to hash things out between us. Like whether you think what this other podcaster has is controversial, let's talk about it. Let's see if we can bridge that gap between podcasters that are disliking other podcasters for the way that they talk about certain things on their podcast. Every podcaster has a right to do so, but we're not in it. The podcaster is not in it for themselves. They're in it for their guests.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I want to bring to the table is, let's, figure things out here on a way that we can make the podcast community better. Because I'm on YouTube all the time, and I've seen podcasters for Bigfoot, podcasts for cryptos, podcasters for this and that, ufology, and so on and so on. But yeah, that is my goal. Those are one of my big podcasts that I want to, that I got planned. And as far as investigation wise, this week, we're going up to Oak Park to investigate that legendary brothel and hotel. It's in Bellinger, Texas. And it's a well-known location here in Texas. But like I've always told people is just because it has a well-known name doesn't mean it doesn't have produced the evidence like people think they should. And I always tell people, hey, man, you can go to all these big locations and spend millions of dollars if you want to, but are you going to get the evidence that you want? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I always tell people, dude, if you see something on the side of the road, stop and investigate it. Because I am so sick of whoever this guy is that comes in, and he's the same voice every time. I don't know if it's AI generated or what. He always comes in and say, oh, this is the most haunted place here. This is the most haunted place there. Dude, shut the hell up, because you don't really freaking know if this is the most haunted. And I'm tired of him. Oh, this is the most haunted hotel in Virginia. This is the most haunted hotel. Dude, he basically said this in every state.
Yeah.
But dude, there could be a hotel 6 around the corner that it can be completely haunted. Nobody's investigated because nobody knows anything about it. And that could be the most haunted location in your state. How? You will never know because you don't take the time to go investigate it. People are so stuck on these pay-to-play places. It's just ridiculous. Dude, keep your money in your pocket and just go investigate the small location that's going to save you money.
So we got Mid-Ohio Valley Mysteries on now.
Hey, I totally agree with you, Mid-Ohio.
So two terms that are just thrown around way too much: most haunted and demonic.
Way too much.
Way too much.
I would never use that word demonic because do we really know what that word means?
I mean, someone does, but I don't.
I've
never ran into it.
I mean, as far as I know, my damn cat can be demonic. And demonic means he can just go around here chasing his tail.
Yeah, I mean,
you really don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, I don't think I ran anything demonic. I think once I do, I will know. I've ran into some asshole spirits. I mean, I think we all have. But
you know
like we talked about that before. Like, if they were an ass in life, they're going to be ass in the afterlife. Mm-hmm. So what's the difference?
Yeah, totally. And people have to understand is spirits are different in different eras of time. Okay, you have to remember pre-World War II, there weren't any nurses. There were always orderlies. There were always male orderlies. Women were used for something else. Women did not get put into the nursing field. And I think post-World War II, after the war.
Well, during the war, for the military.
Yeah. So if I was to have my leg amputated, it wouldn't be a woman that would be there. It would be a man because I would feel more comfortable with the man being around me, showing me, well, you got to take a bath. You got to do this. You got to do that. And, I would feel more comfortable with a man bathing me than a woman. That's just the way it was back in those days. Now that things have evolved, women has a lot bigger role to play, and once we pass away, and you will see the difference in the way spirits treat women, it'd be a little bit different than where the women were treated back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. If that make any sense to you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So time is different for everybody. And it's not going to stop. It's just going to keep evolving, circling to where I don't think time will ever catch up with anything.
No. All right, hold on one second. I gotta grab something real quick. Sorry.
Yes, Jeff, we're seeing your message.
Yeah, we got Jeff. So just talking about the Bel Air house. He was a groundskeeper there. He jumps on.
Okay, cool.
Quite a bit. So Bel Air house is a known, sorry, that's my water I'm pouring there. There's water in it. But Bel Air house is a known dark, trying to put this the right way. I don't want, like, he's not using the word demonic, but it's a dark house that has a lot of stuff going for it. The whole town has a lot of stuff going for it. I've investigated twice, had a lot of stuff happen there twice. Nacho from Verona Ghost Chasers investigated it. He got an attachment, he believes, from there. That lasted about 6 months. So we're going back. Nacho and I are going back, and I invited Mandy from Ghost Sisters. I look up to Mandy as an investigator. I watched her from the get-go. I think she just investigates great. So I reached out and said, hey, can you come help us figure this thing out? Because that's the only place I've ever investigated that I feel like I have to go back to. For some reason, that place is calling me back. So that's coming up next month. I'm excited about that.
Okay, cool. Have you ever wondered, and as a podcaster, I always wanted to get a team together between two states.
Oh yeah.
One in Texas and one, which would be myself, and a team from Ohio, West Virginia. Well, these states where have some of the biggest paranormal locations. And we just want to switch the role. Just switch it. Let you guys come down here and investigate some of our haunted locations, and we go up there and investigate some of your haunted locations. And when we, at the end of the day or at the end of the week, we get together and compare the two. I think that'd be
cool.
That would be cool because people will be getting to understand the difference in the paranormal in different states. I think, man, if I can pull that off, that would be great because I really think that because people say that paranormal are the same no matter where you go. Spirits interact the same way. If I'm in Montana, Las Vegas, Chicago, no matter where I'm at, spirits always act the same. And and I want to prove that theory wrong. Because I think spirits are different everywhere you go. Spirits,
but anywhere you go in real life, people are different. So why wouldn't spirits be different?
And I just have that, I just want to, be able to pull the notes and see what people think the difference is between two haunted locations in different cities. What was their reaction is compared to what my reaction would be in Ohio or Virginia compared to what you guys are experiencing down here in Texas. I think that would be great.
Yeah, I mean that'd be fun. I mean, like I said, I do plan on. I'm trying to get over to the UK this year.
Yeah, in order for you to get to the UK, you got to come through Texas.
No, it's totally opposite. It's not opposite direction, but it's pretty close.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I messaged Pabs Mophobia. They call him Pabs. He does tours at the Ancient Ram Inn. So he was on the show, and I told him, I'm like, I have to get out there. So I want to get out there and meet up with Emily Paranormal too and do an investigation with hers. So
Yeah,
that's kind of like everything's on hold right now, trying to plan that.
Yeah. I think I think Texas is one of those states where it's basically untouched.
It's huge, bro.
Yeah, it's really huge. You know, if you are a big orb critic like you, Ryan, I would say go check out the Marfa Lights.
Okay.
I think that would change your mind. Go out to Marfa and see all those orbs that are out there. I think that's one location that would, maybe put you, because I know you're like 80-20 on the whole orb thing. But
90, 10.
This down here will kind of even, I think this will even out those numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
There are so many locations here that are untouched. It's just, like you say, it's big, but there's so much that you can do here. And, and me being in Central Texas, dude, I'm 400 miles either way. So I got to travel long distance either way.
I mean, I was in Texas last September, but it was for my son's graduation, Air Force graduation.
Down in San Antonio?
Yeah. So couldn't really break away for that. That was an emotional time there. Now he's in Mississippi. Then he's going to Nebraska next month. So,
oh wow,
he's going all over. No, I mean, you being a podcaster, you'll know this because people really don't understand. Like at work and my group, how many places have you been invited to?
Oh, dude,
thousands, right?
Thousands. Every time, you know what? Every time I've been on a podcast with a team, I've always get the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Come up. Hey, we got you. All you got to do is show up, man. You got to play, stay, this, that. But trust me, time.
I mean,
time.
I could be traveling the world right now if I could, doing investigations.
Yeah, hell yeah. If I win the lottery, it's on.
Yeah, I mean, I had that group from Australia on. She's like, if you're ever out here, I'm like, I would love to go to Australia. I've always wanted to go to Australia, but I also want to go to Ireland, UK, all those places.
Yeah, Alaska. Dude, there's so many places that would definitely make your heart beat a lot faster than what it is now. You go to some of these locations that are around the world. Dude, I would like to go to Savannah and just walk around the street. I mean, everything there is haunted. Even the damn playground is haunted.
It's underneath the playground. Is this Savannah built on top of another city?
It built on top of a civil war. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's just there's so many places that all of us want to get to, and it's just that's why it's baby steps.
Wait. Hey, Jeff, did you say High Nasty Paranormal?
I saw that from the goat. Who's nasty?
Who's the goat? Oh my God, Jeff, was you calling yourself the goat? I like to put that theory to the test.
What is nasty paranormal?
Yeah, I'm nasty.
I guess you're talking about you. You're nasty, man.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I mean, it
is.
Just call me Uncle Luke if I'm nasty. Those of you who know who Uncle Luke is, and those you don't, then look him up. He'll tell you. You'll figure it out real quick.
Hey, what's up, Sam Harris? Yeah, happy Friday.
One thing, guys, when you guys are investigating, and me and Ryan have talked about this on on my show, is always think outside the norm. Always think outside the norm, because there are too many of us that are stuck in the box. At what point in our lives are we going to start thinking outside that box? Our brains, we have to start using our brains a little bit more. We got to start just thinking instead of setting yourselves into the same old norm every time you guys investigate. There's too many teams out there that are doing that. And to me, I felt like there's nothing to be learned if you guys are doing that. You're not pushing yourselves because you're stuck in the same situation, the same investigation tactics you were last week when you were investigating that last week. So you gotta start opening up your eyes, your ears, and just start thinking outside of the box, man, because the spirits that we are encountering are so many years ahead of us. Then what's the best thing to do to even catch up with them is to start thinking like them. You got to evolve yourself. Because if you don't evolve yourself, you're just going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck in a loop, basically.
It'll just be residual energy.
Yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, quit going out buying these fucking $900, $800 equipment. Use your God-gift talent that God gave you. If you believe in God or believe in whoever it is that gave you the skills to be able to do these things. Use your eyes, your ears, your sense of smell, your touch. Use all those things. Put that damn $300 GoPro down. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, quit using your, and people are going to get mad at me for using this, but put that damn voice recorder down. The best voice recorder you can ever have is this. Because if it's that factual, it's going to go in your mind over and over and over again. You're going to listen to that over and over again. And you're going to say to yourself, man, that is awesome. Because this right here says it all, dude. Your mind will break everything down for you. Everything you ever need to know, it will break it down. And I tell people that.
Yeah,
throw this thing away. Instead of using this, use this. That's all I got to say on that.
I mean, that's for after the fact. I don't listen to any of my recordings when I'm on location. It's always 2 weeks later. That's the way I do it.
And I always tell people, dude, your eyes, what your eyes see, your eyes will never fail you. So what you think that you saw something, you probably saw it. You know what I'm saying? You probably saw it.
Yeah, I mean, most of these new groups out there, and I've talked to a few newer groups out there, they want all the equipment, PS device. What else we got here? REM pods, tripwires. I mean,
how much money? Do you know how much money these guys are making just by? It doesn't matter if it works or not. If they make a YouTube channel showing the device and you think it's cool because it's lighting up orange, green, blue, purple, pink,
yeah,
you're gonna go buy it, and it doesn't even matter. That device has nothing to do with paranormal.
Yeah, Almay, I'm gonna have to fix your dead bell at Mansfield when I'm down there. Yeah, I mean, it's people go buy all this stuff, and it's kind of odd. Like newer groups buy it. Then you got like me and you. I mean, I've been doing this for 18 years. I'm starting to go back to the old stuff, dowsing rods. I kind of just want to go to investigation with my recorder, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. see, a lot of people think that they have to go to Ghost Stop, all these places that people are making devices and they gotta just sell them. Dude, if you want a device that you know is gonna work or you can tweak yourself, go to Five Below. Just pick up something that's motion detected and just go with it. You don't have to spend $8, $9. Well, you don't have to spend $800, $900 on a device that you know for a fact is, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to buy it anyway. But I'm going to go to Five Below and pick up a motion ball or a device and put it right there and just educate the spirits on how it works. And dude, bam, we got us some communication going on right there because it's something simple that they understand. It's not going to take a lot of energy for them to use. And wow, we're good to go.
That's why I tell these groups, like, collab. I mean, collaborating helps. You get to learn technique. If you like it or you don't like it. I mean, I've gone with people on investigations. I'm like, I don't want to act like that. But also equipment. Like you said, equipment's $300, $400, $500, $600. Before you go spend that money, collaborate with other groups.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably have the equipment. Like H-Town is a newer group. I had them on the podcast, the founder of it, and he's talking about this equipment that he wants to buy. I'm like, just come investigate with me. You can try all the equipment you want. So I have it. And if you don't think it, I might save you $500-$600. Just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Exactly.
And vice versa.
That's why I always tell people, man, spirits in different locations are different. And people are, we're just talking about that. People are saying that, oh man, they're the same, they're this, they're that. And I'm scratching my head because I know how boo-boo, how full of crap that is. Spirits are different. They interact a different way. Ryan, a spirit might not interact the way that you interact. Like me, you're totally two different people. They might interact different. You know what I'm saying? If I got a device and you have the device, they might not interact with my device, but they might interact with your device. Yeah. And you know what I mean? And I'll keep it. I'll keep it simple. I'll keep the most cheapest device I can find. And it's not a damn cat ball.
I always tell people, what do I need to start out? I'm like, $30 recorder, your phone, and a cat ball.
Yeah. You know what? I always tell people that all you really need is this, and this. That's all you need.
You need this too, because when you get that feeling in here,
you're gonna have that feeling. And I'm sorry, I don't have any. And the one thing that I don't have is hair. So you get that hair up on your feelings, that standing up. I don't have that. I don't have that luxury. I'm a, man.
But do you get that feeling though?
Huh?
Do you get that feeling though?
That tingly feeling? No, not really.
No,
not really.
Like I missed it. Like it was months. I didn't get that fear, I guess you want to call it. Like I just got so used to being in dark places by myself. And I finally got that back a little bit at Madison Seminary the last time. It was great.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. We need to figure out, I need to get up there and experience what you guys are experiencing up there. And you guys need to come down here to experience, what is going on down here. And, then we'll come back and we need to, get together, sit down at the table, and figure things out, because I think that'd be great. So if anybody want to come down to Texas and, hang out, I give you the keys to the apartment. You'll have a place to stay, and vice versa up there. I'm just telling you now, when I come up there, dude, I'll just fill the refrigerator up full of beer, have some snacks, some milk, and we be good. And I'll do the same thing down here. You know what I'm saying? And we'll just go and figure things out.
Hey, what's up, Verona? What's up, Nacho?
What's up, Verona? It's been a while since I heard from you guys. How you guys
Yeah.
doing?
Oh man, I talk to Nacho like every day. He's probably sick of me.
Well, I told Nacho he better not come down here. He's gonna get eaten.
Yeah, Jeff. Like I saw your messages. Jeff said he's called the goat on the ghost box. You gotta be
Uh,
careful with that because goat is actually a demonic entity. So
well, yeah,
was he
man.
saying calling you the goat or he is a goat?
I don't know, man. We got that Goatman Bridge up here down here in Texas, man. It's full of shit. I mean, I wouldn't waste my time going to fucking. I wouldn't waste my time driving 8 hours just to go investigate a Goatman's
No.
Bridge, and we
Like
really don't know the history of it.
we got the tunnel down in Ohio. I never been there.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like people in Jersey, dude. Does the Jersey Devil really exist, or is it just the NHL team? You know,
It's like
there's a lot.
Chupacabra.
Yeah.
I
You
think it
know,
was just I think it was just a scare tactic to keep kids inside at night.
if it's a chupacabra, I'm pretty sure he got eaten down there in South Texas because them boys down there eat up some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So yeah, there's a lot. You know, unless you come with some factual evidence, you know, everything's an urban legend these days. You know,
yeah,
and once urban legends evolve, that's us like Ryan, your urban legend at your high school, but when it get to my high school, it didn't got twisted and turned and everything else. So what you might have saw might be something totally different than what I'm seeing.
hey man, I got the melon heads where I grew up. Everybody knows about the melon heads. So
Okay, Jeff. He's not gonna let that go, is he?
I will call you the goat. Here, Jeff's the goat. There you
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna call you the Gwoat.
go. The won't.
The Gwoat. The GWOAT. Just messing with you guys. Just messing
Yeah,
with you, man. Yeah, but dude, I just tell people all the time, dude. If you're gonna be a paranormal investigator, just think through it. Think of the possibilities of what you can get yourself into. Think of the possibilities of, you know, of every aspect of it. You know, you no matter what you do, you got to think. Thinking, thinking. Because if you don't think and you just jump into it, then no telling where you might end up. You know, it's like reading a book, dude. A lot of people don't read books, but one of my teachers at my one of the teachers at my school told me, he asked me, like, Terry, do you read? No, he asked me, Terry, what are you going on spring break? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's one of my history teachers. And I'm like, I don't know, man. My family really can't afford to go anywhere, you know. So I pretty much just hang around the house. And you know what? And he said to me, it's like, if you ever want to go somewhere and if you ever want to experience something, open up a book and it'll take you anywhere you want to go.
definitely.
And, you know, and I use that. I use that to a day. I use that terminology to still today. And I've been out of middle school for a very long time, you know, and I always tell people, man, if you open up a book, it's no telling where you might end up.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I used to love doing is reading books. True crime. I was a huge true crime fan. Um, it's been years since I've read a book. I'm not gonna lie. I just had to buy one. I didn't have to, but the Smurl Hauntings. That author is actually coming on my podcast next month, so I figured got to read his book. You know, he has
Mhm.
6 books out. I'm reading his newest one, and he's writing another one right now. So, about quarter way done with it. It's pretty good. I like it. I miss reading.
Wait a minute. How did you? Let me ask you a question. How are you able to get all your things on the bottom of the podcast, dude? That's cool. I mean, did you just punch that in there?
Oh, you're talking about like the messages that
Yeah.
pop up? Let me find one that's not from Jeff. Like that?
No, I mean at the bottom of your screen, you got all your.
Go to banners. You go to banners on StreamYard.
I thought you'd limited to amount of letters that you can put out, or is it unlimited?
I think it's unlimited. I put a lot of stuff out there.
Huh. Jeff, who looked very muscular?
What?
I don't know. Jeff's talking about he looks very muscular. Who's a Marine person? You talking about Ryan? Ryan, were you ever in the military?
No, I was not. Everybody says I was, but I was not.
No, I don't know who he's talking about. I mean,
I used to.
Me?
You do look pretty buff over there.
Ryan, I would never ever join any military ever.
My son's in Air Force right now, so
I couldn't do it. Me? No, I'm sorry. I could never do it. My ancestry, I'm sorry, but I'm about to stick my finger in the light socket. But what my ancestors been through, the way we've been through,
yeah,
I could never serve any country. I could never serve this country. That's just me. I believe in reparations for what we've done when we were slaves, and we've got to get that.
Why do you keep saying nasty?
Yeah, no, check the group chat. It's in the group chat. Yeah.
Must be his co-host.
No, we're on our way. We'll be there in a minute. No. Probably like 20 minutes or so. All right. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man.
So yeah, I mean, I could never. I'm sorry, but if I offended anybody, but
hey, man, it's people's opinions, their feelings. I will never knock anybody's beliefs or feelings ever.
Yeah, I could never join any military here in this country for that particular reason, and I think my ancestors would turn over in their grave if they ever found out that I did. Or was even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, man, dude, I hate to get off your podcast, bro, but
I'll 22 minutes in, man. We're good.
I've got things brewing here. I got to head over to a brewery tonight. Dude, I really thank you for having me on the show. And I would like to come back and do it again because there's so much to talk about.
Yeah, next time your co-host might wake up for it. So,
you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can take some shots together or something,
Not saying I haven't been, but since about 3:00 today, but it's all good.
Oh, shit. All right. Well,
no, I appreciate Terry you coming on. I'll come on your show again next time when you get a free minute. I mean, I know we both a couple months out.
Yeah.
But keep in touch, man. Keep doing
I will, man, and appreciate everybody that came on tonight in the comments. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, man, if you guys want to look me up at NPSTV Paranormal Podcast or NPSTV Paranormal. Man, you'll see some great evidence on either one of those pages. Check me out on Instagram, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter. And just about every social media I'm out there. So please feel free to, stop in, say hello, tell me what you think.
Yeah, check them out. Check me out. That's all you gotta do.
Yes, sir.
Next show next Sunday or this Sunday, Beyond Logic with Tiffany. So jump on with that. And I appreciate everybody watching and their comments. And that's it. We'll do this intro.
Right, guys. Peace.
Have a good one. Later.
Have a good one. Bye, guys.